crouch. This is the front crouch, and I've done the pocket already. So here is the pocket. This is the way it will look. I'll show you how you can join this. This is the inside. This is the way the inside is looking. So I'll show you the way you can join it. So I said when you're joining it from here, you notch it and open it up and top stitch. Look at the top stitching. So the next thing is to pull it out again. After top stitching, you leave it this way. The next thing is to bring the main pants, that is the trouser part, and place it. You hold this way, you hold the end, this place is this way, then you pull. Make sure you leave up to 2 inches space here. You know, you removed 2 inches, so we are going to replace the 2 inches this way. So we are going to replace it. You can sew this place first, then after doing that you can hold it down with the straight stitch, this part. I'm just going to pin it. So this end also, we hold it this way. It's not a must that the end must be equal. What you need is for the pocket to relax. But if it happens to be equal, that is very nice. Please it to be wide or long enough. So this is what you will have. Make sure that this place is very relaxed. So how to sew this place now? You make sure to open it this way. Make sure that this place is like this. So you now sew. You sew around this place. When you get to this place, you back stitch it, and that is it for here. Then you hold this place. Just hold this place because you are going to be attaching it to a band or to your half length. So you also stitch this place just like I did here. So here is it. Just make sure that the pockets, give it a good press so that it will relax very well. And that is it for the front. The next thing is to join your crouch. So here is the crouch. Here is my back crouch. I'm gonna have to hold my back crouch. So here is it, the back crouch. The next thing, so this is my zipper allowance. This is the way to hold your zipper allowance. You know, this fabric is silky. It's not really easy working with this fabric. So you just that your 1 inch zipper allowance, you hold it with a loose stitch. Then when you get to this hip part that you curved it, you back stitch on this. Then you continue with the crouch parts with 1/2 inch. So after that, you join your crouches, both the crouch together. Here's the front crouch and the back crouch. I prefer sewing from down, just to make sure it's equal and all that. I can sew from up anyone, just to hold it very well. Then I'll sew this way. When I get to this part also, I'll do the same thing. So that is it for the upper part. Then you shape both sides, but I will still make a video how to do that. So here is the back. I just folded the back with the same fabric, like so. This is the back, how it's going to look, and here is the front. I've joined it to the remaining 1/2 length. Just gather it to your 1/2 length. This is it. So just gather this to your 1/2 length, to the remaining 1/2 length. You know that this is just from here to here is just the underbust. So from here to here is now the full 1/2 length. Is the full length, 1/2 length. The band. Please indicate with your up and down. So this is it, and notch the center for you to know where to start attaching to your trouser. And here I folded the leaving. I double folded the leaving 1/2 inch allowance where I will pass my rope through. You know that we are going to be having, it's going to be having a drawstring that you can draw this thing together. So that is just this place. So I'll just do that. We are meant to add this thing before shaping it, because if you don't add that rope before shaping it, you may not really gather for the enough for the back. But here, you know, the front doesn't have this thing armhole. It's through the back that we are going to create the armhole for the front. So you place the back and the front facing each other. Here is to create your back armhole, your front armhole for the back, for the dress. So you take this, place it on each other this way. Make sure the notches, the zipper points and the notches is facing each other. So whatever you have left here, once this side is equal, whatever you have left, I'm not with my scissor, that is what will be your armhole. So I'll pin this place, I'll pin this down, I'll hold it with a pin. So when I get my scissors, I now trim it off. So this place also, make sure that the side is equal for you not to cause excess. Once it's equal, you can pin it. So this is what we have for the armhole. So if there's any excess after this, you can trim it off. So this is what we will have for the armhole. I'm going to this down also. So this is the armhole. Just trim off this place and trim off this place. So whatever we have is what we are going to be reaching. So I'll place this and I'll just join all this and show you the next step. I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to hold here with that half 1.5 inches that I brought out for the alarm. That's what I'm going to use to hold it. Then I'll also do the same thing here. Before that, I'll overlock this place. Then the next thing is to remove. Open up this place now. This is the back. I'll remove that 1 inch for the zip so that it do not have any bulging at the back. I'll just slash 1 inch. I'm not sure of the sleeve I'm going to use for this. Yeah, because I don't have enough fabric again. So I'll put this place with 1/2 inch, like the sides. But before that, I will overlock this place. Then I'll come to show you. I've done my straps out, and I'm gonna head to attach the half length to the jumpsuit, just the normal way you attach your dress. Just attach it that way. This is it. So the next thing, like, remember that we are going to attach the straps. The next thing is to fold this way to get the midpoint, the front, only the front. We are doing this to the front. So once you get the midpoint, make sure it's on lines very well. So once you get the midpoint, I'll give it a small trim. So once you get the midpoint, you make a mark there for you to know that this is the midpoint. Make a mark. So that is the midpoint. I have some excess here. I want to trim off. So once you get the midpoint, you open it up. Here is the midpoint. So the next thing is to place your tape here. Go in by 1/2 inch. The midpoint, go in by 1/2 inch and go out by 1/2 inch. That is the point you will be making your hole. So if you don't have this, then I'll check the length of this. This is not up to 1 inch, so I'll get the midpoint of this. I'll go with this number. I'll use 1.5. I'll go down by 1.5. Go down by 1.5. That is the point I'm going to make the hole so that it will be equal. So if you don't have this, so this is what you will do. Then when you raise this place up, you notch it a little. Notch it a little. Here is it. I'll also do the same thing here. Make sure they are on the same line, and there's only one that you're not doing. What's the hole to pass? So I have 2 holes here. So I have 2 holes. The next is to take your safety pin. I don't know the sleeve I'll be attaching to this, but you can attach any sleeve of your choice. So you put this way. Remember, this is the end. Look how it looks. So you pull this way. So when you get to this end, you hold it with your pin. Then you stitch it, but stitch on this place. That is where your sleeve will cover it. Then you also do the same thing with this side. You can attach any sleeve of your choice. I'm not sure of the sleeve I'm going to be attaching. This side, I don't have enough material left. So you do the same thing here too. So here is how the front is going to look. This is how the front is going to look. This is how it's going to look. So I don't know the sleeve that will be attaching to this place now, but let me see what I have left for the sleeve. Short sleeve, okay. Maybe I will get the sleeve length will be 10 inches plus the elastic. Everything will be, because I'm going to be adding an elastic, so everything will be 10 inches long. Everything will be 10 inches long. The wideness is what I can determine. So it will be 10 inches long and the wideness will be 8.5. Here 8.5 on fold. Here is 9 inches. So you know, this is an offshore. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know the sleeve I'm going to make yet. So I'll fold this before cutting the armhole, and here also I might fold it. I don't know what I'm going to do to this, but I'll just cut 2 of this. So whatever I do to this one, I'll come and show you what I later did with the armhole. There are some things here that I'm avoiding.
So here is the sleeve part. You know, I was not sure of the sleeve that I was going to make, but I came up with this. So this is the 10 inches. Remember that the band, sorry, the sleeve is 10 inches long and the wideness is around 8 inches. So this is what we are going to be doing. I've attached the first one. This is how I attach it. Then I'll overlock. You can fold the remaining armhole part. It didn't get to the down armhole, so you can fold the remaining armhole part. You don't have to allow it to get to the armhole, the down part of the armhole. So this is the sleeve. You fold it. You can double fold this or you overlock it. You fold it with a straight stitch. So by 1 point, I folded the first one by 1.5 inches. Is 1.5 inches. When you measure is 1 point. So that 1.5 inches, you, after running the first stitch, you run the second stitch. That is to create allowance where you will pass the elastic. That is, I have 2 holes there, like the center one. If you get that your 1.5 inches, you divide it by 2. Whatever you have, you still run a straight stitch there, so that you will have allowance to pass the armhole, the elastic. I don't know how I'm going to explain it. This is a double this thing. When you fold that 1.5 inches, you get the midpoint. The midpoint also, you run a straight stitch. So after doing that, that is where you are going to pass your elastic, leaving the upper parts for that roughness, so that it will get that rough part. I don't know how I'm going to put it. So that was what I did to the sleeve, and also did the same. The elastic that will be attaching to the shoulder part is 8 inches long. Then you still do the same thing, fold it at the down part. That is the part that will go to the sleeve part. The armhole part also is the same thing. You also divide it, then you insert your elastic, also do the same thing. The one that will go to my round sleeve part is 10 inches long. That is the elastic that will attach to my round sleeve part, is also 10 inches long. Is 10 inches long. The shoulder part is 8 inches long. So you just pin, assuming if you are close to your machine, you can hold it or hold with your pin, then pull it out. So this is how it's going to look. So this is how it will look. I've attached both both elastic together. So this is how you are going to join it. So you bring the 8 inches part, that place that you inserted your elastic, you also fold this part because you don't want the rough part to be outside. You also fold it, then you are going to gather it a bit, because you wouldn't want it to get your armhole. You shouldn't get your armhole. So you gather it whatever you have. You can gather it up to 1.5 inches. Then the wideness, so the wideness should be like 1.5 inches to 1 inch. So you also do the same thing to the other sleeve. So that was what I did here. Then